Hello there, beautiful people. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Today, let's talk about business and the importance of feminism in business. Well, sort of. Several years ago, well, 2 years ago to be accurate, we had the Man Tax Cafe, a cafe in Melbourne, Australia by the name of Handsome Her. The specialty of the cafe was the man tax, and as the name implies, it's a tax on men for being men. It's all kinds of woke. Anyways, before going into what happened with said cafe, you're probably wondering, if you don't already know about this, you're probably wondering how does a business establishment like this possibly come to place? Well, at some time in the not so distant past, we thought it would be a good idea to have a lot of people come out with gender studies degree. And now we as a society can't send these people to internment camps or to the mental asylum, so we decide to incorporate them into the workforce. And when the ratio of gender studies degree to average IQ individuals becomes disproportionately on the side of gender studies degrees, you have Man Tax Cafe. Now, surprise, surprise, in a capitalist world, demonizing 50% of your customer base probably isn't a good idea. Well, those guys found out. But let's talk a little bit about the cafe. If you want to know what the business plan or the business motto was this cafe was, well, this meme pretty much summarizes it.
Everything is sexist, everything is racist, everything is homophobic.
Exactly. Let me go over some of the rules, okay? These were the rules. Handsome Her is a space by women, for women. House rules. Rule number 1. Women have priority seating. Rule number 2. Men will be charged an 18% premium to reflect the gender pay gap as of 2016, I'm guessing, which is donated to a women's service. Rule number 3. Respect goes both ways. Rule number 3, I don't know if they were going for irony or if they were going for humor. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the joke, but when I read rule number 3, in my mind,
you went full retard, man. Never go full retard.
So to absolutely no one's surprise, the business failed. Now some of us have a clear idea as to why exactly the business failed, but bear with me on this one, there is more nuance to it than you think. Before going into the reasons, the owners had some explanations to provide. They wanted you to know that their business did not fail because of why you think it failed. And it's all kinds of juicy. Here we go. We've never shied away from controversy in the spirit of social justice, and it seems fitting that we go out in the same style in which we came, a whirlwind of sad, angry male tears. A pretty decent spruik, I don't know what that means, on the Daily Mail has set off a spate of love letters from adoring men worldwide. Really. And yes, it's sad but true, this Sunday is our final day. However, let us assure you that we're not closing because of A. Male tears or misogynistic vitriol from men's rights activists. We are lesbians. We're quite used to witnessing the fragility of male ego, which literally cannot compute the idea of a woman who is not interested in them. These abusive comments have been mostly amusing, only reinforce our views about how toxic sexism is, and great motivation for us to keep up the good work. You're not keeping up the good work. Anyways, and reason number B, not making enough money. If you've been in, you know we are doing just fine. Our fans and regulars can smell a rat when it comes to fake Google reviews from sad men. Most of our male customers have happily paid above and beyond the optional surcharge or man tax, which we donate to charity. Handsome Her was somewhat of a social experiment for us outside our professional realms, and we've seen that it works. It works, they say, to put politics to the forefront in life. Now, I'm going to go into the reasoning as to why they failed. Reason number 1 is fairly obvious. This was a terrible business idea. I've looked into TripAdvisor and looked at some of their reviews. Now, as you can see, reviews not doing all that well for them. Just the basic stats seems to indicate that people are a little upset. But that's not it. this business ran into an additional problem, which is what I want to focus on. One problem of being woke is that there's always people that's woker than you. And these guys, or these ladies rather, fell into a problem, or they ran across a concept which we're all familiar with.
Intersectionality and feminism.
Can you guys figure out what happened? Here's some more hint.
Born a cheese pizza. But the world is made for burgers, right? You can go anywhere and get a burger. Burgers are the go-to fast food. Pretty much everything in the world is made to serve burgers. So you're trying to say, hey, pizza's just as good as burgers. Pizza's just as satisfying as burgers. Pizza deserves the same rights as burgers. And that's all fine and good. But then there are pizzas like me, deluxe pizzas, who happen to have different toppings and features than cheese pizzas.
Okay, I know that was irritating, but this is just stuff that I have to go through while I'm looking for clips online. Let me read you some of the reviews. Really bad service. I identify as a woman, but they made me pay more because I look like a man. Absolutely disgusting. Sexism against anyone is bad. Needs to be trans-friendly. Great service, atmosphere, and food. However, for a place that is purportedly feminist, I wish they would celebrate trans women. All of their menu items are named after women, but none are named after trans women. Feminism in 2019 needs to be more intersectional. Until I know this place is trans-friendly, I feel uncomfortable about returning and definitely wouldn't bring my trans friends here. So you guys can perhaps understand what's going on, right? Yeah, when you try to be woke, you always fail the purity test. There's always people that want you to be woker. And of course, some of the reviews deal with their customer service and food quality and mention that, that ain't all that great either. But then again, those are just misogynistic people. What do they know? Anyways, you guys, I'll talk to you later. Take care.